Yo, there it is. Quick video. I'm not gonna be here long. Um, couple updates. Couple updates. Been about a month, give or take, since I made a video. About a month. It's been quite peaceful. It's been quite peaceful. Um, a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. This might be a long video. Who knows? This might be a long video. Um, First things first. Excuse the audio. It's a new phone. So obviously they are doing away with USB uh, headphone jacks. They're doing away with headphone jacks. What's good, Isaiah? So yeah, I have no plug-in for my microphone, and so we will have to make do with what we have. What's good, Hector? Um, what to talk about? What to talk about? There's so much, so much. And of course, we'll get to the title. We'll get to a couple things. So yeah, a lot of things going on. Obviously, you already know. I'm not going to get into it. There's countless videos about the obvious. I'm not going to mess with it. There's tales of videos getting demonetized because of certain keywords, and we're doing away with that. But what can I say? What can I say? So yeah, I'm in the midst of packing up. I'm in the midst of a lot of stuff. Let's start with a light note, something positive. Today is the effective date, technically, to me being a staff sergeant. Effective date really doesn't mean much in regards to or relation to ALS or um, being paid as a staff sergeant or wearing staff sergeant or being in that active role of it. There's a couple things at play, but yeah, um, if we were to go by policy or just by ones and zeros, just the standard. Today's the technical effective date for staff sergeant. So there's that. I have the uniform patch. Shout out to my supervisor. Hooked your boy up. A little insignia. So we'll take care of that. What else? What else we got? What have I been up to, man? Um, I don't know. It's been a very interesting couple of months as of late. It's definitely been an interesting month. The month of April has been a mess. March, February, January. Um, a lot can happen in a couple of months. A lot can happen. So, obviously, I'm not going to keep y'all waiting because I can't think of anything else to talk about fancily. I got orders, man. Your boy got orders. Uh, I'm going to Alaska. Alaska. Not sure how I feel about it. So there's a couple bases up there, Air Force bases, and there's some Army bases. The Navy, the Marines are up there. I believe the Coast Guard is up there as well. Well, I'm going to an Air Force station, Clear Air Force Station. It's not on the map. Um, it's not near a town. It's surrounded by trees. It's a very interesting spot. If you look on the map, Google Maps, you will be intrigued to find, the couple pictures that you will find. It's basically a location housing a radar. It's not a secret. It's public knowledge. It's on Google. You can Google it. It's a huge radar system that points towards Russia, China, that region, for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons, we can't have mess. We can't have foolishness happening without our say so or knowing about it. But that will be my position. My job will have nothing to do with the radar outside of supporting it. I will be in a RA position, also known as resource advisor. Resource advisor. Essentially, I will be the accountant, managing the funds, managing the budget, working directly with directors and partners and commanders, managing the money. Where is it going? What's it supporting? Is this a legal purchase? What does the unit need? Things of that nature. Never done it before. It technically can fall under finance, but it's not restricted to a finance personnel or person, if you will. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I've been in touch with my sponsor. I've been doing the trainings online, PowerPoints and ADLS and that whole thing. It should be interesting. It should be interesting. I'm excited personally. I'm excited. It's something new. Something new. Like I said, in a couple months, a lot of things can change, and most people kind of look at the unknown as, it's all going to be negative. If I don't know about it, if I can't control it, it's negative, and I do not agree with that. I believe that the unknown contains both positive and negative, and sometimes you have to just kind of take that step into the unknown, um, and risk it, Now, I'll tell you a quick story. I posted on Twitter a while back about not confusing follow-ons and base of preference. Well, the issue with that is I messed it up. I confused it too. So basic preference, I don't have specific context on what basic preference is, obviously, but I do know what follow on is. So my position up in Alaska will be a short tour. It's for a year. It's for a year. With that being said, following a short tour, you get a follow-on wish list, which is pretty much the same as the regular wish list that you get requesting a certain base or certain regions of the world you want to be stationed in. And so your boy went and filled out his follow-on wish list or whatnot. And first, let me back up. So, how did I get this assignment in Alaska? So, obviously, once you're at a base long enough, you'll get tired of being there. Obviously, it's needless to say. Over time, you get accustomed to it, and you take it for granted. Take it for granted. As soon as I heard about the travel restrictions and you couldn't leave, you couldn't leave the area and take flights and everywhere. Um, you know, I had just discovered brunch, and I was going off every Sunday. I was dropping stacks on some waffles, man. And then I lost it all. You realize I can't go to brunch anymore. I can't, go to my favorite restaurants or whatnot. With certain exceptions. But anyway, so there's something called Worldwide Volunteer. You probably might be aware of it. But I listed that, I believe the short, medium long, and long, or extended long. It's something of that nature. But I listed those on my wish list as options, as numbers. I am a worldwide volunteer. Anything that's open anywhere in the world, send me, I'll go. And it worked. I believe I made that correction in December. I think it was December, and I believe in March 11th, I had orders. I had official notification from my acting commander. Bro, you going to Alaska, bro? I immediately ran to Google. I'm like, where is Clear Alaska? Obviously, it's way too far north. It's unacceptably north, and so I'm like, I'll be up there. And I'm like, wow, that actually worked. It's intriguing. Um, so yeah, that's how I got this actual assignment there. So the worldwide volunteer, it actually works. At least in my experience. So back to the story of the follow on. So obviously you get a short tour. After that, you get the follow on option. And so upon me, proceeding to fill out that list, in my all infinite wisdom and deepness and analyzing everything and how can I get the most out of this process, I decided to put worldwide volunteer on there again. Yeah, and so once again, it worked. It worked, and so my follow-on, as it sits currently, is Eielson Air Force Base, Alaska. So let's just look at this. I'm leaving DC to go to Clear Air Force, Alaska, and then my follow-on will be Eielson Air Force Base, Alaska. Meaning, I could be in Alaska for guaranteed 1 year, but who knows how long after that because of one simple mistake. It's crazy. It's crazy. But there's still options. There's still options, which of course I enjoy having options. That's the point of wisdom, is to to keep options and create more options, and choosing options that give you more options. So it's not over with. The story will evolve. The story will have a different ending. I'm not gonna say happy ending. I'm gonna say a different ending. But who knows? Stay tuned. It may be Eielson. It may not be. It could be somewhere exotic, which I was aiming at, because everything else on my list was overseas. But who knows? Who knows? If I go to Alaska, it could be different. It could be enjoyable. I've already started watching YouTube videos. I know a lot. I'm following a lot of people already who are stationed there. So it's not the worst place in the world, but it is Alaska. It is Alaska. So way far north, above Canada. Never been to the state, the region. The winters look rough. I've already considered trading my car in, like a whole. Yeah, it's been interesting in a couple months. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. Um, if you ask me why I've been absent for a month, I couldn't even tell you. Couldn't even tell you. I'm tired. Life, you know, one could say I'm enjoying this kind of slower pace. Obviously, this is not, enjoyable time for everyone. This is not a time for celebration for a lot of people. This may be tragic for a lot of people. This may be a time of grieving. So you know, in my life, I choose to be grateful in these type of moments where I'm not exactly the person taking the most L's. Not that it's a competition, not that it's about me in every single moment, but when I get a time that this actually benefits me, at least in this specific, these specific variables such as teleworking and working from home, and now I create my own hours. I work when I'm required to, like when the work needs to be done. I work. Like tomorrow, I'm going in on a Saturday because I can, and because it's necessary, because I want to get some work done tomorrow, and yeah, that's what it is. So let's read some of these comments. Let's read some of these comments. All right, let's see what I missed. I have not been good with reading comments, so I'm gonna do better. Okay. A lot of love, Appreciate y'all. Want to be stationed in Alaska? Yeah. Who knows? I'm reserves, so pick Travis. Okay. It's not a mistake. Maybe a blessing in disguise. I see you preach to me right now. My pastor loved Alaska. He still goes there once a year. Smiling, and I'll increase. Bless you, Doc. Bless you. Yeah, I prefer warm climates. Yeah, I am missing Florida right now. I tend to use every single 3 day, 4 day weekend to be on a plane somewhere, and I am stuck. Stuck. Can't move. Money's piling up. Money that I would normally be blowing on a plane ticket, especially like the prices of plane tickets right now are like 20, $30. Like, I can't leave. It is what it is. Sometimes it's good to be still. The simple things sometimes, taking a month off playing video games. Like, I don't play video games. I play Grand Theft Auto. And that gets old like within the first 5 minutes after you've shot all the cops up. And then, all right, I'm done now. I'm tired. It's been interesting. I've been tapping into one benefit to lockdown. What we are currently experiencing is that you will be forced to face yourself, to face your own thoughts, the silence, if there be any. It's something I've grown accustomed to when it was a choice. A lot of introverts, they enjoy their alone time. A lot of people that they enjoy their peace and quiet. Well, it's one thing to enjoy peace and quiet when it's a choice, when there's all the clubs and there's the outside and there's DC, the major cities, there's New York City, and you go out there and you enjoy the rustle and the bustle and the noise and the energy and the exchange of energy, and then you come back to your peace and your quiet. It's one thing to enjoy the contrast, but when you have no choice and you're forced to the silence, it's different. It's different. It's intriguing. I've been reading a lot more. I've bought so many books in the past, month or so. Just reading a lot more. You guys will start seeing changes on the channel in terms of videos disappearing. videos disappearing. Not that they were wrong, not that I was wrong, not that, you know, I will admit that a lot of my videos are cringe. A lot of them. Um, I'll be first to admit, going back to 2017, 2018, a lot of, no, it really depends on who's hearing it and their position in life. But I can look back at some videos and I'm like, oh, that was a good video. That was a word right there. He was talking to people. And then I go back to some videos and it's just straight up cringe. It's just cringe. It is what it is. You know, some people hear the sound of their voice and they don't like their sound of their own voice. It's just, what are you gonna do about that? You embrace it. So some videos will be disappearing. Not so much that I'm deleting them, but I'll just put them on private until I review them. I might edit it again and like chop it just to get the actual information out. I've been watching a lot of other YouTube channels. And it's really just, it brings light to, things I enjoy. MKBHD, he mentioned in a podcast how he makes videos that he would like to, watch. The videos he makes are the videos that he would like to watch as a consumer. And so when I think about that, I pay attention to when I fast forward someone else's video. Why did I fast forward that video? There will be some videos that I watch almost every single video of. Like every time they post, I'm on it. Bell notifications. You don't gotta tell me to push the button. If I enjoy your content, I'm gonna push the button. That's why I don't ask you guys to subscribe and share and post and comment. You guys are gonna do it if you want to. So when I consume other people's content, I pay attention to my own actions. So why did I fast forward on his video? Her video? Why did I like it? Why did I comment? Have I ever shared it? Why did I share it? One of the most shared videos that I constantly share to other people is Elliot Holtz's video about losing belly fat. Anytime I get a question about how I lose belly fat in the DEP program, I'm gonna send the same video every time because it's what I used. I share videos when they are valuable. When I like a video, it's because it impacted me on such a level that I can't not like it. I rarely download a video. I rarely post something negative. There's no point to it. So yeah, a lot of videos that I would be posting, such as this one, such as reading comments, I pay attention to why people read comments. I'm like, they're commenting. Like, why would you ignore them? Like, even though I'm trying to get some thoughts out, and I'm trying to get to a point, it's YouTube. Play the game. Play the game. People are sitting here listening to you talk. Play the game. It's interesting. So, you guys got any questions? Any thoughts, concerns? We can talk about teleworking. Teleworking has been interesting. One thing that has immediately been brought to the attention of pretty much anyone I work with is the fact that we now make our own schedules. We all control our own time now. So everything I've been preaching in terms of efficiency, close the lobby. We don't need phones and email. Choose one. Well, I now have opportunity to show whether or not I'm efficient. Well, I'm able to work 2 days a week and get more than enough done. I still work every day because it makes me efficient in terms of having something to do. So I will go to the office, when it's empty and work just because I have 2 monitors, a mouse, a keyboard. I miss those type of things, and you can't, interact with government computers the same way you can, work with your own. So, there's those differences, but in terms of just overall efficiency, I'm way more efficient now. Way more efficient. My life, my dare I say, my happiness has increased. Percentage. There's a small percentage that my happiness has increased just due to the lack of friction. There's not a lot of foolishness now because I'm in control. It won't always be like that. Something I mentioned to some other friends is that this will, in some career fields, definitely not medical, definitely not security forces, but in some career fields, this will be the easiest time of your career. I can definitely speak for finance. This is the easiest time of my career. Easiest time it will ever be. Because I make my own schedule. I can work from home. There's peace and quiet, coffee and drink packets on demand. Like I just wake up and I'm comfortable because half the time I'm wearing whatever I want. I haven't worn boots in how long? It's interesting. This will be the easiest time of my career. But in this time, this is what you build upon. This is what you build upon. What else? What else? So we talked about PCSing. We talked about follow-ons, teleworking. It's been an interesting month. Interesting month. Be encouraged, people. Be encouraged. A lot of people are struggling right now. A lot of people are struggling. Uh, I don't even know. I don't have words for everything. As of late, I found the number one thing that makes me cringe about my old videos will be the fact that I will attempt to answer something when the answer should just be I don't know. And this is one of those cases um, where you see a worldwide, epidemic, and you just I'm not even gonna attempt to be one of those people that is commenting on something that I just don't know. I don't know. I've had friends who've lost people, close loved ones, and you see social media. That's all you really know. When I go hiking, and when I look out my window and it's beautiful morning, you can't tell in nature that there's panic, worldwide panic going on. You can't tell. You just see peace, and you hear the peaceful sounds of the wind and the water, and that's all there is. And the whistling of the trees. You can't tell by nature that there's panic going on. As soon as you turn social media on, you hear every other Instagram page saying the same thing a different way. And we fill our heads, myself included, with the same storyline. Is that good or bad? I don't know. I don't know. It's not for me to decide. Conspiracy theories. I haven't watched a single video on, conspiracy theories concerning what's going on. I refuse, because first of all, there's enough negativity, there's enough paranoia, there's enough foolishness. That why? For what? For what? Let it be. This is where my stoicism kicks in, and my essentialism, and it doesn't matter. I have no control of it. I can't control the outcome. I control me, my productivity, my efficiency, my ability to have an impact on anyone who cares to listen to what I gotta say. I will be in the near future. I will be saying I don't know to a lot more questions. Just a lot of DMs that I don't know. I don't know. If you follow me on Twitter, I've been posting a lot of my thoughts. And a lot of times you see them come out in twos and threes. That's just the coffee. That's the pre-workout. But yeah, just trying to get a lot of thoughts out. A lot of reading. A lot of reading. Open your eyes to a lot of things that it won't give you a lot of answers. Again, a lot of my studying has nothing to do with finding answers, but just more questions of just what is the proper question I should be asking. What is the proper question that you should be asking? Most of us miss it. We start with the obvious question. The obvious question is what everyone arrives at. Look beyond that. Look beyond that. It's a very interesting world we live in. Very interesting world. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So yeah, head to Alaska. Don't know when I'm leaving, obviously. I don't know. I don't know. Soon. Soon. So today I am packing up my 10 by 10, dare I say, apartment. I already have my Airbnb booked. That's why I'll be spending the night tonight, because I enjoy a beautiful environment. I found the best Airbnb I could find in DC. I'm excited. I'm headed there now. But yeah, I just want to check in with you guys, say what's good. I know it's been a month since I said anything. It was necessary. It was necessary to find silence. In the silence. Mm. Find some silence. You feel me? So, I'll be in touch. Y'all stay up. Say what's good to your boy.